It's a slippery slope, man. There's like, as RB commented, that is a huge sign of like child serial killers. And because if you can't, it's a slippery slope. All right, if you can cross a boundary on life and living and do horrific things, whether to anything smaller than you, right? If you it starts with bugs, and then it goes to like bigger animals, and then eventually it becomes humans. Like, it evolves over time, and that's because there is that slippery slope from the moment you break that boundary. And if you don't have good guidance, and I'm not saying children most of the time do it intentionally, a lot of it's from curiosity, and it breeds a dark thing in their subconscious because they don't have, it's probably ancestral on some level, genetic potentially as well, or just environment. They have a really shitty environment that manifests. So there's a reason why it manifests, and that's usually because of an unsafe environment, a lot of hate within themselves, within the family, within the ancestry, all of the above. It's just, so yeah, it is weakness, because people, when they feel weak, vulnerable, and powerless, they tend to go to extreme forms of violence to they overcorrect, protecting themselves. And so that happens with animals and bugs, and then eventually other humans. And I feel like there's a way to feel empowered without, I guess, physical harm in that way. I think that you should only cross those boundaries of physical harm in very, very specific self-defense situations. Like if you have to attack a tiger, or I should say unalive a tiger for attacking you, self-defense. A human who's attacking you, self-defense. An animal for spell work, an animal that didn't fucking do anything to you, an animal that's just minding its own business that you kidnapped and then tortured and then murdered. You see, like if you replace mouse with human, it's all of a sudden fucked up. And that's what I want to get through humans' minds is like, you're an animal. Human beings are animals. So if you're not okay with it happening to a human being, you shouldn't be okay with it happening to a mouse, a spider, a bug, a bird. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. And I'm not saying that it doesn't take life to give life. I'm a firm believer in like hunting, and I eat meat. I think that there's an ethical way to do it. There's a lot of things outside my control, whether it's financially or just corporate business wise. But like my husband and I we have suffered financially just trying to find ethically sourced meat to eat. And sometimes we have to sacrifice that just so we can eat that week, because it's expensive to try to buy a cow or to go to these local farms because everyone's exploiting everything. It's price gouging. It's so fucking, it's like, it's trendy to eat healthy and ethically. We're gonna fucking charge it up the ass. And then it's also at the same time, I get it takes work, but if it's regenerative farming, your costs should go down over time. It might be a lot up front, but it's regenerative. That's the whole fucking point. It's supposed to be sustainable. So you shouldn't have to keep charging this amount. And that's because everyone's greedy. But at the same time, I also believe that everyone deserves a really good wage and a nice life. I believe in a standard of luxury for the poorest person to exist. So that's complicated. But the whole point is there is a balance. There is a give and take in these principles, but just like there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, you can still make more intentional decisions, and that includes how you treat nature. Oh my god, it's all interconnected. It all mirrors itself. And all these people who are like, boycott this company and do this and do that and have these ethical, virtuous stances, whether you're liberal or conservative, because then on the conservative side, it's the pro-lifers and all of these other fucking things, right? They're two sides of the same coin. Everyone's insufferable. I hate everybody. Philosophical, anarchist, anti-modern government, generally anti-government, period, anti-church, anti-all of that. But my philosophies get really complicated because they're so layered. But the whole point of that is I hate both sides because they preach about pro-life, pro-choice, virtue this, integrity that, world peace this, harmony that, blah, 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 blah. And they're just hypocrites everywhere. Like everyone's like, you know, my individual rights matter and I matter, my feelings matter, but then the feelings of an animal don't matter. Or it's the extreme where animals matter more than people, and like I don't get why people can't be centered and grounded about how like two things can be true at the same time. These are both similar problems that mirror each other. So the solution isn't one or the other, it's kind of within everything. If we fix it within ourselves, it will fix itself externally. In a nutshell, it's not like that simple. That's just the best way to summarize it, right? So I don't know why, if people have these like really strong morals and principles and values and blah 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 blah, whether you're conservative or liberal or leftist or whatever you fucking are, then you everyone should love me because I'm pretty neutral and like, yeah, life matters, but there's also a choice in how you deal with it. And it should be an ethical choice, and ethics get really down to personal experience in a way. It can be like a loving choice, like sacrifice, animal sacrifice. It can be a loving choice to unalive an animal. It's how you do it that is loving, and that goes into like abortion and pro-choice, and that it's not the abortion that matters, it's how you do it that matters. It is the intentional love and care that you put into making a hard decision of chaos in life. Because death exists, things die, things have to die sometimes. How do you navigate that with as much integrity as possible? And what does that mean? As less pain, as less torture, as less maliciousness as possible. It has to come from a place of love to put you out of your suffering, not to put you in more suffering. And I think I've kind of made my point over these like 30 minutes worth of yapping that I've done. But my God, man, the fact that people still think that it's a win to hate me or like put me down in this way is just like, how long is it going to take for people to evolve? Because here's the thing, most people who eventually got the point didn't give me any credit, didn't apologize to me. Instead, they just made their own content based off of my research and meditation and philosophy and all of the above, and they made it for themselves, and now they get the credit and they get the views, and it's whatever. Like at this, I know my flowers are going to come to me when they come to me, and they're going to come to me in a really big way. So I'm not worried about it, but on a human level, it really sucks. It really sucks that like, hey, you guys, you know, I went through a lot for a long time, and now that it's kind of coming back around, or whenever it came back around for people, like there are big creators who I've seen their video, and it's almost everything that I said, just worded less offensively, less colorfully, and actually a little bit more like mundane and robotic. Like there's not any genuine, authentic passion or insight behind any of it. I know I'm really animated, but all these people are just like cool and collected, and yeah, I'm this teacher, and this is the truth about animal sacrifice, and like it's all elegant, this and that. I'm yapping to y'all. I'm holding my phone and I'm yapping to y'all as if I would talk to you in my fucking kitchen, because I'm in my kitchen, I'm drinking my coffee, and I'm talking to you like a real fucking human being. I'm not trying to create content. I'm having a fucking deep conversation. And then here's the thing. Even everything that happened back in fucking 2023, 2021, 2022, whenever, all the years that things have been happening to me, that is how I would have talked to you to your fucking face. I would have told that bitch to her fucking face. Everything that I said on video. Nothing I'm saying on video is because I wouldn't say it to your face. The problem is I'm saying it exactly how I would say it to your face, and most people online, that's not how they would say it to your face. Half the things that was emailed to me and texted to me and all of this on TikTok didn't happen to my fucking face. Nobody said anything to my fucking face. Nobody confronted me, and they're definitely not going to confront me when my husband's around. So why are you willing to confront me online? Why can't we have a better interaction online if you wouldn't treat me that way in person? And if you would treat me that way in person, you also have bigger problems and you need to go to therapy. 98% of these fucking people need to go to therapy. I've done therapy, I've been in therapy, I'm a therapist. Like, leave me alone. I know what I'm fucking talking about on all of this love, on all of these planes. And I just wish people wanted to listen to me while also staying true to myself.